this whole myth of the gender pay gap, because it's been law since the 1960s that if a woman does this job, she has to be paid the same amount as the bloke that does this job. So in that respect, for the same job, there is no pay differential based on gender. So what's this all about?
Well, I'm glad you've pointed that out, Peter, because the reality is if there was a gender gap or a gender differential there, the issue would be no blokes would have jobs because all those employers would only hire cheaper wages of women. I don't like the way the metrics are worked out here. I think it's a real false narrative that's been painted. Sure, women will often choose to work less because of their caring responsibilities in the home. Some women just don't work because they'd rather stay at home and look after the kids. That's why One Nation really drove home that messaging of trying to bring in income splitting at the federal election. But the reality of this is that some of those workers who they are advocating for, I strongly believe they are underpaid. Healthcare workers in particular, yes, they are. When they're being paid the same amount of money as stop-go traffic workers, I do have a problem with that. But the issue that we've got here is if we go giving increases to healthcare workers, which the industry's probably got around 1 million here in Australia, and then we give another 300,000 childcare workers a pay increase as well, someone's got to pay for that. And when we're staring down the barrel of 10 years worth of deficits and $1 trillion worth of debt, something's got to give. Either we take from the NDIS or we take from education or we put taxes up. And that's precisely what this government have been driven to do following the election. They're already talking about paying more taxes on unrealised gains to be able to afford those promises that they put into play before the election. These are the issues that we face. So if you want pay increases, we also have to see tax increases on the other hand.